One of the things, however, I'm not so thrilled about is the fact that the elites seem to be lining up to try to disqualify or kneecap Republican nominees, potential nominees for the presidency. We shouldn't be pre-selecting people who we think are appropriate to be running.
We like Mitt Romney. Yeah, he's a reasonable guy, a conservative fella, which is good. But, no, I think he'd be a good president, very good president.
What's your read about Sarah Palin?
I think she's very happy in Alaska, and I hope she'll stay there.
I'm going to Alaska, where there's air still left to breathe.
All right, well, the elites seem to be lining up. Why are they so afraid of Sarah Palin? I don't get that. Joining us on the line, former governor of Alaska, Sarah Palin, the author of the #1 smash, America by Heart, and she joins us now. Governor, how are you?
I'm doing so great, Laura. How are you?
I'm fabulous. Why are they all trying to kneecap you? You haven't even said you're running yet.
I know, they just don't understand competition is good. Competition will breed success and will help the cause. And these folks, just trying to kind of shoot internally makes no sense. But that's the way they roll, and we should just plow on through that and keep forging ahead.
Well, for Barbara Bush, though, an appearance that they knew was being watched by people all across the country, for Barbara Bush to say, well, she's a beautiful woman, she's a nice woman, but stay in Alaska, do you think that was planned out ahead of time, that she was going to be the one to deliver that message?
Oh, I don't know. Certainly she knew the cameras were rolling, the mics were hot. So, I don't know, Laura, but I don't want to sort of concede that we have to get used to this kind of thing, because I think the majority of Americans don't want to put up with the blue bloods, and I say it with all due respect because I love the Bushes, but the blue bloods who want to pick and choose their winners instead of allowing competition to pick and choose the winners. They kind of do some of this with the economic policies that were in place that got us into these economic woeful times too. So I don't know if that kind of stuff is planned out, but it is what it is. We deal with it, and as I say, we forge ahead and we keep doing what we're doing.
You've got some flack from people like Andrea Mitchell and others. We don't need to play the soundbite, but for criticizing Michelle Obama in America by Heart, because you brought up the first time I'm proud to be an American line. But what do you think about Michelle Obama, her injection of herself into policy, especially?
I think she's got a different worldview, and she's not hesitant at all to share what her worldview is. And I think, and I'll take heed again for saying it on your show, Laura, but she encapsulated what her view of America is, I believe, unless she's evolved and things have changed in the last 2 years. But she said it on the campaign trail twice, that it was the first time that she had been proud of her country when finally people were paying attention to Barack Obama. And, I think that's appalling. We can think of, this infinite number of reasons to be proud of American exceptionalism, and it baffles me that anybody would have that view and then allow that view to bleed over into policy. Take her anti-obesity thing that she's on. She's on this kick, right? What she is telling us is she cannot trust parents to make decisions for their own children, for our own families, and what we should eat. And I know I'm going to be, again, criticized for bringing this up, but instead of a government thinking that they need to take over, make decisions for us according to some politician or politician's life priorities, just leave us alone, get off our back, and allow us as individuals to exercise our own God-given rights to make our own decisions, and then our country gets back on the right track.
Yeah. Chris Christie was asked on Jimmy Fallon's show about you and about the Republican nomination. This is what happened.
So president out.
Out.
Vice president.
Out.
Come on.
Can you see me as anybody's vice president?
You and Sarah Palin.
Who would be that poor?
You and Sarah Palin. This is it. What do you think of Sarah? Do you think Sarah Palin could do it?
Be vice president?
Yeah, be president.
Well, who knows, Jimmy?
Yeah.
It's an amazing world.
Crazier things have happened, I guess?
I don't know, but it's an amazing world.
Okay.
What'd you make of that, Governor Palin?
I didn't get to all that, but he's saying it's an amazing world. Hopefully what he's saying is this is an amazing country where anybody's work ethic and character can be judged appropriately.
No, he wasn't saying that.
Can serve. Okay,
he was laughing at you.
Well, then, don't know what to make of it. Great.
No, he's. I mean, I'm making a point here is that there seems to be a line of people who are, for some reason, so concerned about you and so concerned about a possible run that they're trying to take you out now. And it's these asides or the laughter or these offhand comments or, oh, she's a nice person, but... And for the life of me, to me, it looks really weak. Why don't people just put their ideas out there and actually do this novel thing and run a great campaign? Why must they do this?
Absolutely, and why don't we just embrace this idea of competitive primaries where healthy debate and duking it out in the world of ideas will allow that ideal candidate to surface? I don't know why they won't come along there with that idea, Laura. I think it's just so it's inefficient, it's unprofessional, it's immature. It's just a matter of, again, hopefully the will of the American people will be to see that healthy competition in a primary and allow the will of the people to dictate who it is that's going to go forward. I don't know, the establishment, those who want to be embraced by the establishment, they're missing the beat here, because that's part of the status quo of Washington, D.C., and a political machine that people are getting so sick and tired of. And you saw a lot of that manifestation of the tiredness through the midterm elections with our victories.
Everyone's emailing into the website, a lot of fans of yours and also Bristol's who watched Dancing with the Stars last night. Before the victory was announced and the winner was announced, this is what your daughter said.
Going out there and winning this would mean a lot. It would be like a big middle finger to all the people out there that hate my mom and hate me.
Governor?
I love her little giggle through that anyway. Bristol is, she's independent, she's tough, She's gone through so much crap these last 12 weeks on Dancing with the Stars because of things on the periphery politically. People want to make politics out of it, and she's just stayed focused on the competition, and she's proved, too, that competition is good for everyone, and she just really exemplifies that story of hard work and good character and being rewarded for it, and I couldn't be prouder of her, and I agree with what she said.
But the big middle finger, you didn't have a conversation with her afterward, the big middle finger comment?
Well, she's 20 years old. She's independent. She's going to say what she wants to say. And what she was saying is kind of, I wouldn't put it in those terms, of course, but what she's saying is, Dancing with the Stars, come on, man. We're talking about a really shiny disco ball that everybody's fighting for and America is arguing about right now. Come on, keep things in perspective. And there's a lot going on in the world today, and let's concentrate on what really matters. And I think some of that came out in the comment that she was making. She
didn't win, but look, she was out there, and that takes more guts than I'd have to be able to do Dancing with the Stars. And I know you were very proud of her. Governor Palin, we're so glad you came on. I know you're going to have a great Thanksgiving, you and your family. I don't like what they're trying to do to you already. I don't like it, and I don't think it's the way we should choose a candidate. It should be on issues and substance. And so I'm just delighted that you wrote this book and that you joined us today, and thanks so much.
Thanks so much, and I'm not going to sit down and shut up, and I encourage you to do the same, Laura. Keep telling the truth and keep helping to educate this great country.
All right, God bless. Sarah Palin, America by Heart, the #1 book in the nation, here on The Laura Ingraham Show.